Everyone, Vegas film critic here, Jeffrey K. Howard, here to review the new Ghostbusters with an all-female cast. I saw it last night, and the embargo to hold our reviews was lifted because it came out in Europe and England like a week ago. So all the reviews have been streaming in, and they have not been good. But if you've been on Rotten Tomatoes before, in the last 24 hours, it was, polling at like 74 to 80%. So I'm not sure, if Americans are more forgiving than the English or what, but I did a little blog about, my feelings about all the hate that the movie's been getting and just how beloved the film is, which I didn't realize it was that beloved. I mean, we had people last night, the Las Vegas Ghostbusters legacy or group was there. These guys were all dressed up like Ghostbusters with the proton packs and everything. And I know they had them for stormtroopers. They have garrisons around the country that do all kinds of charity events and cosplay events, but I didn't know that Ghostbusters was so popular around the world. So I guess there was a lot of people worried about what Paul Feig, writer-director Paul Feig, was going to do with this movie. Now, he had Dan Aykroyd on as executive producer and also Ivan Reitman on as a producer, the director of the original film and the sequel. So I love Paul Feig. I just had trust in him because I love Bridesmaids, Freaks and Geeks. We go way back. Had the pleasure of meeting him a couple times. Just the funniest guy, the nicest guy you'll ever meet. So I was confident to say, I love that film when I graduated from high school in 1984. I graduated from high school, and that was the summer of '84. It was one of the greatest years for movies, Indiana Jones and Gremlins. But, I don't have that kind of special kind of, craziness that people have over Ghostbusters. I didn't get it. And I think that when you're doing a reboot, I'm totally cool with that. Some movies you shouldn't remake, but if you're going to remake Ghostbusters, why not? There's a different angle to it. So you have all-female cast. You have updated special effects. You have something for the next generation. They need their own Ghostbusters. Yes, I love mine from 1984, but I have no trouble with telling another story. What I was worried about this film is that it was going to be an exact, remake. I don't want to see them in the library again. I didn't want to see all these same kind of gags and same things that we saw 30 years ago, because they made that mistake with Independence Day Resurgence. We saw the exact same situation, nothing different. So I went in last night, and a lot of people posted their reviews last night. If you look around YouTube, I just wanted to sleep on it. I really did. I was all, kind of jazzed up last night, but you know what? I thought sometimes when I kind of sleep on it and I give it a little time, then I have a better review and a little more time to think and let it sink in. So here's what I thought of Ghostbusters 2016. It was great. It really was. Was it, the world's greatest comedy? No. But you know what? It doesn't deserve any of the bad pre-publicity that it has. Because, first of all, let's look at the cast. We have an all-female cast. We have some of the strongest comedians out there right now. They're all Saturday Night Live alums. I watch Saturday Night Live religiously. Hit and miss, but you know what? They're all funny comedians in their own right, and they all have distinct characters and personalities which match their comedian style. So let's take Melissa McCarthy. She plays Abby. She does her shtick with all her wordplay and with the kind of the physical humor she does. And then you have Kate McKinnon, who's really took a surprise that she does all these different characters on Saturday Night Live. So I was really curious, how is she going to play her nerdy kind of inventor? She comes with all the gadgets and everything. And Kristen Wiig, she also plays a nerd. This was what's cool. They're all nerds. They're all nerds, with the exception of Leslie Jones, who is absolutely, I adore that woman. She is just so funny. She's got this presence on screen. When she comes on, when she says a line, man, she commands everything. So she's funny throughout the film. So what I really liked was, yes, it was empowering for women. I thought that was a great angle for this. They take Chris Hemsworth. Thor himself plays the receptionist, and it's total reverse sexism. It totally is. And you know what? Men dominate this world, so it's okay for women to have their turn. I thought it was funny. The humor comes from that. He plays the bimbo idiot receptionist who can't answer the phones, who doesn't understand anything that's going on. He's just eye candy. And of course, Kristen Wiig's character is going crazy for him. Melissa McCarthy doesn't see it, and it's really funny. So that's going on. Then of course you have the ghost busting side of the film, where you have great special effects. You have the opening of the film is a great tease. You remember, like in the beginning of the original Ghostbusters in the library, there's a great kind of haunted house, this mansion that they go to. It really sets the tone. It really does. So it does pay tribute to the original film with a ton of cameos. And I'm not going to see here. Maybe I might do a spoiler thing, later on. But there are a lot of cameos in this film. Not only some great surprise cameos, but also just comedians in general. I think Steve Higgins, I'm going to give that one away, from The Tonight Show. He's in it. I don't know why. I think a lot of these people are friends of Paul Feig's. They really are. I did have trouble with the third act of the film. The third act of the film where they have the big climax, it just kind of seemed forced. It didn't seem like it kind of played. And sometimes some of the movie's continuity is kind of jumbled. It doesn't kind of smooth into these different transitions. They're still trying to do the whole thing with the mayor's office and trying to convince them that the ghosts are real. So that element was still in there. This movie doesn't pay any kind of tribute, though, in terms of the storyline or acknowledging the previous Ghostbusters movies. This is its own animal, and rightly so, because I think that there's a lot of people that haven't seen the original Ghostbusters, some younger people who they can embrace this movie. They really can. And, talk about girl power. I just think that was such a great element to it. I love Melissa McCarthy. I adore her. I think her whole kind of, hey, all her shtick that she does throughout the film was hysterical. I think all these ladies work together. I think they're funny. I think the movie was funny. I like the tribute to the original Ghostbusters song that they did in the movie. So I think there's this kind of a bridge the generations here that Paul Feig did, that he was paying tribute to someone from my generation, Generation X, and also the next generation. I just kind of gave something for both. Was it a perfect film? Far from it. Is it going to be a great summer ghostbusting film? Absolutely. I think that Sony has a winner here. I think there's going to be sequels. Stay through the credits, because there's a lot of things that happen there that you're going to be talking about. And I went so much as I tweeted Paul Feig last night. I got on there and said, hey, I totally trusted you. You did get a great job. This is for the reboot for the next generation, and he liked it. So I thought that was really cool. That when I never think that Twitter, no one ever pays attention, but he favorited my tweet. So I thought that was pretty good. And I just recommend that you see it with your family. I think this is totally family friendly. I was sitting next to some people that brought their 5-year-old, and I thought, wow, this is freaking me out. Some of the ghost stuff is really intense. And, we have some of our favorite ghosts that are back that were in the original films. But this time they're just more, kind of more intense, but also they were family friendly. The kids were eating it up. So I had such a good time with the vibe in the movie last night. And I think that this is going to be a sleeper hit. I really do. I think Sony, you have a winner on your hands, and definitely opens it up for sequels. Stay through the credits. All right, for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. And if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, comment below, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as a current subscriber. And also check out here on my YouTube channel, we taste the Twinkies with the green lime slime. Try to say that 3 times fast. From Twinkies in honor of the Ghostbusters. So you got to check that out. It's really funny because my buddies and I, my roommates, we take a little taste test, and I know, Twinkies. So anyway, check out the new Ghostbusters. It's really worth it. I'm Jeff Howard from Las Vegas. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it. I can't talk today. I'll see you next time.